Alright guys, this video, it's gonna suck to make, but we gotta keep you guys updated on what happened and what really happened. So, huge bummer already, but I gotta keep you guys updated on what is going on and what happened. So, we're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna start everything because what happened sucked, and what really sucks is it wasn't even like under our control, right? It wasn't even like we did anything wrong, it just happened. So, bummer, huge bummer, but let's talk about it. So, I wrote a bunch of notes down because I wanna make sure I go over everything. So, let me just give you the story of what happened, and then I'm gonna go through each pond and let you know what is going on with each pond. So everyone was doing fine. The fish were perfect. I see a lot of comments asking about Pott. Pott's was, we will get to Pott's. We will get to Pott's. We're gonna start with what happened, but we will get to Pott's. Pott's was doing absolutely amazing. Like, incredible. I'm gonna show footage of how he was in the pond and how long he'd been in there. As you guys know, we like to stagger our videos, so we film them weeks in advance. So we had filmed putting Pott's in the tank, or in his pond, weeks before, I think it was a month before we even posted that video of us transferring it because we filmed ahead of time. So yeah, Potts was in there for a while doing terrific. It was amazing. That fish was awesome. But we will talk about Potts in a second. So here's what happened. The fish warehouse is actually at my dad's house, and he has a cleaning lady that comes once a week, right? So the cleaning lady was fine, coming every week, nothing happened. And then one day we have a house vacuum that is connected through pipes in the garage, or like through pipes all over the house. So you don't really have to have a vacuum, you just plug it into like an outlet in the house. There's an outlet upstairs and one downstairs, so you can just plug the hose into the outlet and it automatically sucks. It's like a vacuum I have in the garage. So the garage has the vacuum. So after weeks of, coming to the house, she used the vacuum every time, so the vacuum got filled up. As you know, I have huskies. I have 2 huskies, a lot of hair, so the vacuum gets filled up. So she went in the garage where all the fish are and went to clean the vacuum. So as she was going to clean that, it must have spilled. Everything went all over the floor, and she decided, okay, I gotta clean this up. So, I mean, I was thinking, who the heck cleans in the garage? Anyways, it's a garage, but she decided she had to clean everything up. So she was spraying chemicals in there, using stuff on the floor, maybe bleach on the floor, chemicals on the floor. I mean, we have signs in the garage that say no chemicals near fish, but she cleaned. So that day, chemicals were getting in the water, and we didn't know about it because I wasn't there when she was cleaning it. So I get back to the house and I notice nobody's doing well. Nobody's doing well. So let's start with the saltwater pond. We're gonna start with that one. It's my 300-gallon saltwater pond in the garage, in the corner of the garage. And that one was probably the most dramatic. Everything is gone in there. We had a stingray in there. We had I just got the clown trigger. We had a bunch of different things. We had that angelfish in there. We had that other grouper in there. We had a lot of cool fish that were doing so well, they would not stop eating. They were the best. You guys know the panther grouper. That fish was doing awesome. Literally amazing. Everything perished in there. Nothing survived. There's literally nothing left in that tank. It sucks. So all those awesome fish that we bought from the store wiped out, not even on our hands, on a literally a simple mistake. It was just a misunderstanding, I guess. So saltwater pond, every fish gone. The stingray was doing so good. I'm gonna roll some footage over of me literally hand feeding it.
Oh my god, he's gonna eat out of your hand, Chris.
Holy shit, he just ate out of my fucking hand.
Oh my god.
He's eating right now, I don't know. Did you get it on video?
Feed him again.
He's got the whole thing. He's got the whole thing. That was a huge piece. He's ate the whole thing. That stingray is a beast, bro.
Oh my god.
Did you see it? Let me see.
He's still trying to get it.
That was a big piece for him.
Whoa.
That was a really big piece for him. That thing would not stop eating. It was the best. It was so cool. It was like having a little dog. Like the thing would come up and hand feed. It was awesome. Wouldn't stop eating. I had to feed so much because everything was just doing so well. Just eating, living good life, baby. So that's really a bummer. But everything is done in that tank. So I don't know what to do with the saltwater pond. If I'm gonna get rid of it, if I'm gonna make it fresh. Maybe make it just a turtle tank or something. Be cool. So let me know in the comments what I should do with the saltwater pond, because that one it's empty space now. It's really sucks. So those are all done because of the chemicals that were sprayed in the garage, even with the signs being up. I don't know. I had to, you know, talk to her and say never again, but it was a mistake. It was a mistake, so you can't really be that upset. It was nothing we did. It was just a simple mistake. So, but yeah, everything in the saltwater pond is gone, which sucks. Let's go to the freshwater pond, which is the 300 gallon right next to it. That's the freshwater pond. That one, we had the gar, we had Lou, the phantom red tail, we had the tarpon in there, we got some turtles in there, the minnows. For some reason, that one wasn't as bad. I noticed that one and immediately did a water change on it. Huge water change. Cleaned everything. So a lot of the fish survived in that one. The gar didn't make it. I can't remember what else, but I know the Lou is fine. So thank God. That is amazing. That fish was like 300 bucks this big, so imagine what he is now. The tarpon's fine. We got a big goldfish in there. He's fine. So the freshwater didn't get hit as drastically. So yeah, a lot of the fish survived in the freshwater pond. The tarpon's good. Lou is good. Thank God. That fish is an absolute beast. He's still doing fine. Some of the minnows died, but other than that, the freshwater one was good. I think it was because I acted super quick, and because the saltwater fish are so finicky. The saltwater fish are always like, they always are so much harder to keep alive than fresh because you gotta have the salinity right. Anything bad goes in that water, you're done. So freshwater fish generally are easier to keep, in my experience. So the freshwater fish are fine. Did a huge water change, cleaned everything, kept the garage open for a while, aired it out, so they're good. The freshwater fish are good. Thank God we got Lou, the tarpon, big goldfish, everything's fine. So now, let's talk about Potts. As you guys know, Potts was actually in this tank behind me. He was our literal prized possession. Man, we loved that fish so much. And yeah, I mean, just cut to it, he did not make it. He's also a fish that isn't in fresh water. He's in brackish. So again, I feel like if it's in salt, any type of salt or brackish, bumblebee groupers in general, super finicky. They have to have perfect water, and he did have perfect water. He was alive with us for a good 3 months, two and a half months, a while. He was doing phenomenal. Just look at these clips. Just enjoy Potts for a little bit. Let's enjoy. So yeah, as you can see, aggressive eating. He would eat live food. Every time I would go fishing, I'd bring back extra bait we'd have, live bait, and he would just go nuts on them, smoke them. He was awesome. Until that day, like literally the day before I was feeding him, he was fine. And then that day happened and it all just went so downhill. So I just go in one day at night, I go in later in the day to have dinner at the house, and I just see Potts in the bottom of the tank, and I was so shocked. I was freaking out. Me and Brooke were having a breakdown. I mean, that fish literally was the best fish in the entire world. Literally Potts. Hashtag keep Potts forever. We were gonna keep him forever. And it sucks that it wasn't even our doing. It was just an accident. It sucks big time. But even like before, Jack had a tank in his room years ago with a lot of fish in it before we even did YouTube, and we covered the tank when they were doing a paint. Some guy came to paint upstairs, and it went through the air vents, killed all of his fish, even though we covered it and everything. So that just shows how delicate they are with chemicals. You cannot do any chemicals anywhere near the pond. So Potts was doing terrific, and he was in there for a while, guys, because we film in advance, and he was in there for a while doing so good. That fish was gonna get like 200 pounds. We already had plans to move him into a bigger pond when he got too big, and he was gonna be in there for a while, and now we gotta restart, which sucks major. So I'm saying this on my channel because I want to give you guys the full story. We're probably going to say something on the main channel in the next upcoming videos, but once again, we film in advance, so I don't know when that video is going to come, but I wanted to give you guys the full story on my channel. But Potts' tank or Potts' pond completely empty now, and the saltwater pond completely empty, and they're both completely empty. The freshwater is still functioning fine, with those 2 tanks completely empty, and now we have to figure out what we're gonna do with that. So the mistake definitely will never happen again, but it sucks that we had to learn it through the experience. You know, it was the first time ever keeping fish at my house, so it was a new environment anyways, and shit happens, you know? So now we have all those ponds completely empty. I still want to make the fish warehouse completely revamped, put a bunch of stuff in there, put more ponds in there, so we have options. It just sucks that our greatest fish in the world is not going to be a part of that. So it's either we have to get a new bumblebee grouper, or we don't do a bumblebee grouper, or we do a big freshwater pond with big bass in there would be cool. Some big predators, that would be really cool. So I don't know. Now we just got to figure out what you guys want to see. So let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. I know it sucks so bad. Potts especially. Oh my god, that fish was the best fish in the world. Talk about a personality. That thing was a freaking savage. I mean, he just did not stop eating. So that really sucks. I had so many videos planned with Potts to show you guys of us feeding him and like feeding him crazy stuff. So now we're gonna have to find another monster fish. And I feel like in honor of Potts, we have to put a monster fish back in his pond and name him Pans. Like Pots and Pans. That is the goal. I want to find the most savage fish in the world and put him in that freshwater pond and name him Pans. Doing it for Potts, man. The legacy must continue on. So I know it's unfortunate news. That sucks. It wasn't even our mistake. It just happened. So we're gonna go forward and we're gonna keep making some awesome videos. So mistake sucks, but it is what it is. Stay tuned for awesome stuff coming. We got some big things planned, especially for this channel and for the Bars Buzzin' channel. We're kicking ass. All right, that's gonna do it, guys. Just wanted to give you guys a huge rundown on what the heck is going on, and that's what happened. So F.G.C. will see you in the next video, guys. Peace.